All right, hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Get a Coop podcast. I'm your host, DeAndre Boychuk, and I'm here with my co-host, Chase Arnold. Yeah, Chase, why don't you let them know what we're going to be talking about today?
Yeah, it's all Olympics today, I think. We're just going to be running some Olympic overview. We might dabble a little bit into the NHL, how it's going to be when everyone gets back, but it's going to be a lot of Olympics. What our thoughts were that gold medal game. Obviously, heartbreak. We'll touch on
Yeah, might as
that.
well just
And
start there.
yeah, I mean, just devastating, man. Like, so hard to watch that.
Yeah, I mean, it just sucks, especially when you're like they were, at least the last 40 minutes, like they were far and away the best team, Canada anyways. Yeah, I don't know, it just sucks, especially how it ended and how it unfolded. I don't know, I see a lot of people upset about the three-on-three overtime. I mean, both teams won a game in overtime to get to the finals. I
Yeah.
feel like it was just going to be a bitch fest from whatever country lost about the overtime. I mean, you knew the rules going in. I don't mind the three-on-three overtime. I would personally probably like to see it go 5-on-5 for like bigger games like that. But again, I don't think that's really much of something to complain about, really. Like I kind of seen a lot about that. But yeah, heartbreaking to lose in a gold medal game like that in overtime.
Yeah. I mean, the 3-on-3 thing is tough because you're both playing 3-on-3. It's not like the US
Hmm.
is one man up or anything. Um, my personal thoughts are I think a 4-on-4 is just the perfect spot. No, no, maybe you do a shootout after a certain amount of periods. Like maybe you give it 2 periods and then you go to a shootout. Like it has to end eventually, right? So I understand why they want the 3-on-3 and when it's that close, there's only been 3 goals in 3 periods. You never know when the next goal is going to come, especially when it's the game winner. And I don't know. I think 4-on-4 is just that sweet spot for me where you're going to open up a lot of chances, but you're also not going to have just a possession game where pretty much whoever gets the best shot is going to win. And yeah, it's a tough scenario though. I mean, Canada fans are just upset that they lost. Yeah, I don't think it's really the 3-on-3's fault. I feel like honestly we should have had an advantage there.
Yeah, kind of going on what you said. That's the one big thing I hate about three-on-three. Like I do love watching it, like it is entertaining and all that, but just it's such a possession game. Like as soon as the other like if you get the puck, it almost isn't really like traditional hockey anymore. Like you're not really caring about being inside the zone. Like lots of times you'll see them back all the way out in three-on-three and
Yeah.
yeah, just really just slowing everything down and controlling it. So yeah, I've never really thought about going to 4-on-4, but yeah, just having that extra man on the ice would definitely create a little less space and create a little more chaos. I think that overtime needs.
Yeah. Another thing is like I don't know. I feel like when it comes to 3-on-3 too, I don't understand why they had McDavid and McKinnon together. Maybe that's just my opinion. I don't know. I just think with how good McDavid and Celebrini have been together, I thought that was an obvious pairing. And then you put McKinnon with Marner or Suzuki Marner as the third, maybe McKinnon and whoever. Um, yeah, I didn't love John Cooper in this game personally. I think a lot of different lines, a lot of different lines. He ran 30 different combinations of lines, and I get it. Some guys weren't playing great, and you're trying to rotate and get some different looks. But all tournament, the lines changed every game. It's very hard to build up a chemistry. I know Canada dominated, but they couldn't finish, and I wonder if that has any factor. Just not having that chemistry to just pot them, and I mean Hellebuck with that save too. I mean, yeah,
Yeah, I mean, Hellebuck might have put on the greatest goaltending performance of all time. Like it was just insane to watch. Like he was just so aware all over the ice. Yeah, that save on Devon Tate. Like there was just so many unlucky chances for Canada. There was that save on Devon Tate. There was the right after the too many men missed call there at the USA bench. Tom Wilson, I think, hacked at it or whatever, and Charlie McAvoy was luckily enough behind Hellebuck to
mm,
stop that from being an obvious goal. I was going right in. And then just the one I think about, I'm still thinking about him, man. The dog. How do you miss that? Pellegrini gives you it on the back. You have the whole cage. That would have ended the game. Would have been gold medal. I don't know. I can't believe like it's just literally the best player you could have with the puck with the wide open net on that team, and he sails it off the post. I just can't believe it. It's just yeah, it sucks. Shout out Connor Hellebuck. He played amazing,
Yeah.
but um,
Honestly, shout out like some of those U.S. players too, because a lot of those
yeah,
guys deserve it. What they did with that Goudreau stuff too was really nice. Um,
yeah, that was
like,
amazing. I mean,
yeah,
them bringing his kid on the ice and everything, and the jersey. It poses a question that I want to ask you though. Do you think Johnny Gaudreau would have been on this team? I think a lot of people think he's a lock. Okay, yeah, you're
no,
just kind of shaking your head. No, I think
like,
I'm kind of relying more on the no side as well, unless he was
yeah,
still in that
it's
kind of
hard to say,
sulky
right?
conversation. Yeah,
Because for us, we probably would have been, oh, like he probably should have been on the team. And I know he really wanted to be on this team. Like he had that. I remember there were some quotes about him and his dad saying how he really was going to lock in and try to make the Olympics. And but I just think looking at who didn't make it. I mean, you look at Robertson and Caulfield. That's kind of the Johnny Gaudreau mold. I mean, who on Team America is like Johnny Gaudreau? Maybe Clayton Keller. I
yeah,
mean,
exactly. No, exactly. And even like that's the exact person that I kind of said was Clayton Keller. Like Clayton Keller's kind of a better Johnny Gaudreau now. And yeah, exactly. Like the players that were cut, I even think of DeBrincat, like a smaller
yeah,
kind of skilled player like that. And even once Johnny left Calgary, his point production kind of started to regress a little bit. Like he wasn't that 90, 100 point guy anymore. So I don't know, give him another 2 seasons. Like, would he been in that 50, 60 point range? Like maybe he would have made the team. I don't know, but still amazing gesture from the Americans team to have the family out and everything like that. And I thought it was great having the kid on the ice for the celebrate or the kids on the ice for the celebration and stuff. So
yeah. I mean, yeah, it's tough, right? Because it seems like teams don't really care about, or at least America doesn't really care about, what do you call it, like reputation. Like Johnny Gaudreau is one of those American players that is like for us will be like nostalgic,
mhm.
just as an American, right? Um, but I don't know if they didn't really seem to care about that, to be honest. Like Patrick Kane, I think had an outside shot to make this team too, and it's kind of the same way that Marchand did for Canada. Kane didn't make the team, um, but yeah, I don't know. I think that was awesome, and I'm really happy for a lot of those American players. I think like you think about Austin Matthews. It's really nice to see Austin Matthews win, and it's nice to see the Hughes brothers. I know like Jack Hughes, game winner. I mean, the most slept on guy in the tournament. You definitely ate your shorts there,
I think we
but
both did.
yeah, I wasn't super high on him, but yeah, well deserved. I mean, people who say they didn't deserve it, I mean, they won, so obviously they did, and um, yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know. It's been a rough year
another
for
guy.
Canada, so
Yeah, another guy I just wanted to shout out that I'm happy for on Team America or Team USA, which might sound weird, but I don't know, I like seeing historic things. I like seeing legacies getting built. So I am happy to see Matthew Tkachuk get this gold medal, as crazy as it is to say, just because get the cup, you get the gold, and then you look at his other international record. The only gold medal he hasn't won on the international stage was the World Juniors. Won the World U18s, he won the World Hockey Championships, the U17s. I imagine he's going to probably gun for a world championship here. So, as much as I hate him, he's probably my least favorite player in the league. I do like seeing legacies getting built. So, yeah, shout out him for that.
yeah, for sure. Speaking of World Junior Champ or World Championships, that's in 2 years, right? They do it every the gap
That's the World Cup.
World Cup. Okay.
World Championship's the one that's after the season every year.
Oh, okay, yeah. They're doing a World Cup again, right?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a 2 year cycle now with the Olympics every
Yeah.
cup. We'll see. I mean, I don't think that that's going to stay consistent because it's
No.
never been a 2 year World Cup and just the injuries and everything. I don't think it's going to last, but
Yeah.
I believe 28 will be the next one.
So yeah, I saw some projected rosters for the World Cup and for the Olympics. Um, and I gotta say, I mean, I don't know what games people were watching or what crack they're smoking because some of these rosters they're putting together are just embarrassing. Like Seth Jarvis is not making another one of these teams.
I
I'm
don't know.
sorry. Like
I don't know about that.
he was awful. He was awful. He's a complete pylon. I mean, I know he expects
I,
better of himself, and I expected a lot better too. Because I mean, there was no effort. I mean, it was hard to watch.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he will make the other Olympic teams. Like I think he already made the last two experiences going to matter. We'll see how the other guys step up, but yeah, he definitely didn't look great in that gold medal game. I think we could kind of overpass some things on the gold medal game that we can go back to. Like I didn't think Jarvis looked great. I thought Marchand was probably the worst player for Canada. That game, fumble fucking the puck, didn't do anything, didn't get it in, lost it numerous times at the blue lines, costing. No offense, I thought your boy Drew Doughty didn't look great.
Agreed.
Wasn't moving pucks. I honestly thought the only good defenseman on Team Canada that really played consistent the whole game and didn't have kind of any real big fuck ups. I thought was Thomas Harley.
Yes.
Like even Cale Makar. You know what? That overtime goal, it's a 50-50 puck. You're gonna if you do win that one against Jack Hughes, you got McDavid and Makar going in on the 2-0. But seeing the angle from the fan view, behind the net, kind of the whole ice view is what really upset me. Like if Cale Makar just would have back checked, he would have cut the passing. Like Jack Hughes would never have got the puck. There wouldn't have been a passing lane for Werenski to get it through, and it's all because he stopped taking 6 strides. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was kind of. I don't know if you've seen that behind the clip. Like the people are upset about the pinch a little bit. I mean, it's so tough. It's a 50-50 puck race. I think Jack Hughes had a little bit of an advantage on it, but I mean, if you do win it, probably good things are happening. If you lose it, obviously what happened happened, but I think a lot of that goal could have been prevented if he just would have got back on that back check.
Yeah.
It was a late shift for him, mind you, but yeah.
I mean, I'll be on. I mean, all three of those guys messed up. Honestly, it was all
Yeah.
three of them. I'm putting most of that on McKinnon though. I mean, 3-on-1, loose puck. He's skating to it and he stops.
Yeah.
I don't know what is his thought process. It's
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna. Oh,
thought
I don't know if I'm gonna get it, so I'm gonna let him get it. So it's a 3-on-1. There's
yeah, I thought that
no
was an
there's no logic.
No, I thought that was an all-time bad game for McKinnon. Like,
I thought he
obviously, we
was the
talked.
worst. I thought he was the worst player on the ice. Like he did nothing the whole game.
Yeah, I can't put him below Marchand personally, but like every time he had the puck, he was fumbling. Obviously, there was the open net, like you just highlighted the stop there. But yeah, I don't know. Like even just the tournament as a whole, like before, I kind of could have thought he could have possibly won the MVP in this tournament. Could have came out of it with a scoring title. He's got 40 goals before this tournament, like going into the Olympic break. So yeah, to just see that performance, especially playing in a Team Canada jersey, Sid's out. Like you're kind of now stepping up into that leadership role. Like you can do it for Sid for your um, hometown hero, I guess. Like they both grew up in the same place. Yeah, it was just disappointing to see the game that he had, but yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. It's funny. I I was going back in our older episodes and listening to us talk about it, and the most annoying part is just like how right we were. You know, like I said, I don't remember exactly what you said. I was kind of pinching out the parts that I said, but like the exact words that we were saying were they're gonna need a goal. They're gonna need a goal. We watched the Four
yeah,
Nations, and
but
people forget.
like I know where you're going with this. Like, but I don't think Bedard or Scheifele would have been the answer in this gold medal game. I really don't.
How would
Like there was
Bedard
so
not have
many.
been the answer on the power play though? Their
You
power
think
play,
Bedard would have won the gold medal for this team, buddy? They had 3 opportunities: a Devon Tay save, a Wilson one that got lucky, and McKinnon missing a wide open net. I mean, it's just shitty luck at the end of the day. I don't think Bedard's going to win them this game.
I mean, it's all if and ifs, but
I do think he should have been on the team originally. Like, yeah, there would have been a good chance that he could have scored here, but I don't think he's going to be
but who like
the answer for the gold medal goal. Like,
you don't think
I
he
think that's
scores a
just a
goal in
little.
this game on the power play? 5-on-3.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if you would have given me the picture of McKinnon with that wide open net before he shot it and was like, "Do you think he's going to score here?" I would have said yes. So it's
I don't
like,
know.
yeah, there's too many what ifs. I don't think having one player is going to change the game.
That's fair. I mean, but when the guys that you take over him hardly play, I mean, Sam Reinhart played
What if
six
Bedard would have played
minutes.
like shit in this tournament?
I
Then what?
mean,
Like, what if
then
he would have had
I
a
would have
costly
said the
play?
exact same thing I'm saying about McKinnon right now.
Yeah, fair.
I
No,
mean,
that's fair.
McKinnon was
But I'm not.
useless all
You
tournament.
can't say that. I don't know. I just think that's too biased. I don't think Bedard's changing this one game.
That seems to be the narrative right now, everywhere. I think.
By Hawks fans, maybe.
I mean, fair. I don't
I don't
know.
know. I just think it's crazy to say that if we brought like I'm all Bedard's a 1A 1B my favorite player in the whole league.
Mm.
Said from the beginning, I said this whole tournament he should have been on the team. I'm Team Bedard. I don't want to sound like I'm hating on the guy. I just don't think one player is going to win one game, especially with the chances and just how unlucky Canada was in this single game. I don't think one player is going to turn the tide.
No, that's fair. I mean, yeah, and it's hard to say how much he would have played in the gold medal game. Like, if he played the whole tournament, if he would have earned that ice time. It's just hard for me to believe that he wouldn't have impacted the game more heavily than Reinhardt,
Okay,
who
that's
plays
valid.
6 minutes, and Jarvis. I'm not saying that Bedard needs to score, um, but I mean that power play too, and I mean it is ifs, right? I mean I understand that. I'm just saying that when you have these guys that heartily play, and you need a goal, and that's the reason they're not playing is because they can't score, which is crazy to me. It's crazy that we have a team of the best players in the world, and we have players that can't score, so they have to sit.
Yeah,
I don't get
literally.
it.
Like players too that are gonna go out as the number one option on their team are sitting too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's not. Yeah, it's crazy. No, I can totally agree with that. Like I definitely think Bedard would have made an impact, and um, especially too like you said, like looking at all the other like right hand. I'm a big on the left rights, as you know already. Especially looking at the right-handed players that didn't play great in this tournament. Obviously, Reinhardt, like I thought he should have been pulled
Yeah.
off the power play long before. You could have slotted a couple of different guys I would have thought in there. Jarvis, obviously, he didn't do much this whole tournament, honestly. Um, Even Suzuki, I didn't think looked good until he got moved to center. Then I thought he was a little bit more natural. I don't know. It's weird to me though how going from the wing to the center or going from center to wing can throw players off that much. Like
Yeah.
just not being that rover. So yeah, just like looking at those three right-handed shots that weren't doing anything, and even McKinnon who wasn't buzzing very much, like having Bedard on that other flank on the power play definitely would have been nice. Especially, I want your thoughts on this. We haven't really talked about yet or highlighted it much either. Is the 5-on-3 opportunity that Canada got that I don't know if they had two or three shots on.
Mm.
What was your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I was watching with my buddy Tucker and Tristan, and um, we found it really weird that when their power play is 5-on-4, they are tight and making the defense make a decision so they can pass and get it to the net. But 5-on-3, they got this big wide circle, and their plan is to just pass it around and take these one timers that Hellebuck can see from a mile away.
No
I mean,
traffic.
great saves. I'm not saying they're not good saves. Obviously, like Celebrini one timer. I mean, how do you stop that? What, two times in a row? Or but why are we not tight? They only have
Yeah, I
three guys on
noticed.
the ice. Make them
I
collapse, and then you're
noticed.
gonna have an open net.
No, exactly. I noticed that too, actually, and it was especially once, like you said, the one timers. Like every one timer that came through, there's no like you just having that one extra guy off the ice. Like that's a whole body that Hellebuck doesn't have to worry about seeing around anymore. So all these one timers, it was just Hellebuck seen it the whole way. All he had to do was slide over and anticipate it.
Yeah,
Um,
because there was no
yeah, I thought it
threat
was,
before the pass. There was no one in the
and I
middle. It
thought
was always cross ice, and you could just follow it.
that's exactly what I was going to say. It seems like too on this 5-on-3, it was they didn't want to utilize the bumper at all. Like in the middle, like there was
Yes.
numerous times that I thought that it could have came through, and I don't know, maybe it wouldn't have resulted in a goal, but I don't know, there
Again,
would have been a lot more
if ifs,
chances.
right? Like it's just so
Yeah, I
hard.
mean, well, it's even like I was thinking too, if the US would have lost this team, they would have been under scrutiny for taking Miller and
Oh,
Trocheck.
for sure, for sure.
But now Miller and Trocheck
They
are
look
like
like
American
heroes.
heroes because they're going 100% on the penalty
Yeah,
kill. It's like
for sure.
it's so many just what ifs and
Yeah,
ands and
it is tough,
but
right? Like the winner's always gonna, they're always
I
gonna end up
also
eating their
another
cake. So,
I just want to go back to the Bedard thing. Also, another reason, another thing I thought was crazy for leaving him off this team, or another reason I thought was crazy for leaving him off this team is he's obviously going to be the catalyst for Canadian hockey. Like him and Celebrini are going to be the McKinnon McDavid one day.
Yeah.
I just think it's a little insane to not give him some reps in international hockey too. You know what I mean? Like especially on this stage, especially seeing the guys that sat and didn't play and everything. It's like okay, if he has a bad tournament and he sits in a game, it's like it's whatever. But at least let him go there, get the experience, be around those guys.
Yeah, even if he
He's going to
rides
be
the,
he,
even if he sits in the stands.
yeah, exactly. He's going to be there till 2038
Yeah.
anyways. So, um,
Yeah, I agree.
yeah. But now that we're talking about 2038, kind of going back to original, like kind of the roster projections that you were talking about. Yeah, there were some insane ones that I wanted to highlight too. Like I seen this 2030 roster and it had Tom Wilson on the Olympic team still. He's going to be 35 at the time. I don't think he's going to be producing at that pace. I think there's going to be better young power forwards that step up. Maybe a Dylan Cousins by that point. Jeremy highlighted Bobby McMahon or Bobby McMahon. Jack McBain, sorry,
Oh yeah, maybe yeah.
on Utah. Yeah, he's a young kind of power forward. I don't really see him making the
No.
2030 roster. But I had a question that I want to ask you because it seemed like a lot of toss-ups when I'm looking at these rosters. Is who do you think in 2030 Canada is going to run for goalies?
Yeah, I saw some stuff on this. Sorry, I just want to bounce back for a second.
Yeah, yeah. No, I feel like we got a couple topics
Instead of
open right
instead
now.
of having I honestly think Jarvis was just there to have his friends be on camera. Um, and
I
that's
can't.
it.
I Man, I can't agree with that take.
Oh, I know, but I don't
I
know.
I do I
Oh,
do
I'm
find
so
it
sick of
I do
seeing that
find
guy's
it
friends while he sits on the bench. I don't
there
care.
was there was something I can't remember what it was that I thought of. That was my reasoning for why I didn't think that was a possibility, but I can't remember what it was anymore. But
Fair.
yeah, fuck.
Goalies wise,
Um,
I would say I did see some stuff about Logan Thompson still making the team.
mhm.
I could see it. I mean, he's going to be what, like 34, 33, maybe a little bit
Yeah,
older. So we'll see. It's hard for goalies to keep that high level, especially when he hit his prime a little bit later. So we'll
I
see.
have
Maybe
some
he could
guys I
fall
want to
off,
ask you
but
about.
yeah,
I'm just going to kind of rattle goalies off, and you tell me your opinion on if they can make this 2030 team.
okay,
This one I think is my choice. I hope to see him there. I know you obviously hope to see
yes,
him there for sure. Is Casa
yeah.
all
I
part of the
think he
Iser
makes this
plan?
team for sure. Not for sure,
I think
but I think when you're projecting, I think he's the best young Canadian goalie at the moment, and yeah, I think he makes this team. Maybe it's just a backup or whatever, but he needs some NHL minutes first.
that was going to be my next piggyback question before I went to the next goalies. Do you think he gets an NHL role next year?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I'm not sure what Talbot and Gibson's contract are like. I think Gibson still has a couple more years. I'm not sure about Talbot, but I could definitely see them wanting to shed some cap and move a young guy up and maybe trading Talbot if he's still signed, and if he's not, then he probably just walks.
yeah, fair. What about Devin Levi?
That's really tough.
Yeah,
We were both really high on Devin Levi. I think I definitely was super high on him.
yeah,
He
especially
has
after that World
not,
Juniors.
yeah, he has not looked great. He looks okay. I think his save percentage is in the 800s. I think so. Um, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no, but I want him to make it. I want him to make it.
Yeah. What about Benner running it back? I think he's going to
Nah,
be like 35 at the time.
nah, he's too old.
Yeah, I didn't realize how old he was either. Like he won a cup like 6 or 7 years after he got drafted or something like that. I didn't realize.
Yeah, I don't think he's. I
Um,
mean, it's possible, but probably not.
yeah. And then Carter George was the last goalie I wanted to ask you about, young prospect.
Yeah, I like that. I think there will be a young goalie on this team. I'm not sure exactly who it's going to be. Carter George is probably the favorite, though. I mean, of like prospect goalies, he's definitely probably like the best right now,
Mhm.
for Canadians at least. And yeah, I think I would. I think Casa and Thompson would be my prediction. Obviously, it's 4 years away, so we have no idea. But
Yeah, like even looking at these like you can kind of build a 2030 projection roster, but it's like you're just kind of hoping all these guys turn out to be as good or better than they're projecting to be.
yeah,
There was kind of some interesting things I wanted to highlight too about the 2030 roster projections that I seen was there was a lot of like, for example, on the defense would be like Schaefer, Verhoff, Dupont, Parak. Like, I just don't think Canada's going to take that many young defensemen. Like, especially, I think Drew Doughty was the youngest Olympic defenseman ever, and he was
Yeah.
21. So that'll be a lot of 22 to 23, 24-year-olds in that time. So I don't know. I find it hard. If they all project to be as good as they say they are, obviously they'll make it, I
Yeah.
think, but hard to say.
No, for sure. I think it just depends where these older guys, I mean older when it's 4 years from now, are at.
Mhm.
Obviously Makar and Harley I think are locks regardless. And then you kind of look at Morrissey, maybe Dobson takes a big step. Uh,
I've seen a couple Caden Gooley
yeah,
projections. I
maybe
didn't mind
right.
that.
Like honestly, I mean, if they needed another long, lengthy defenseman in that Sanheim kind of role, like he could be that
Mhm.
maybe. And Chikrin, another one that I think could maybe make this team if he stays on his trajectory. And yeah, I don't know. I think they will have a pretty young team actually, or younger than this last team.
Yeah, I agree for sure. I think it'll be quite a bit younger. Um, but yeah, you want to kind of go back into some of the Olympics here, kind of go over the overviews, point leaders, kind of go over the awards a little bit.
Yeah, I got one more thing to say really quick.
Yep.
How embarrassing is it for the U.S. team to take that phone call from Trump to you?
Man, I I get it. You're getting that. Like, I thought it was more embarrassing. I thought it was wild that Cash Patel was celebrating in the dressing room. Like, that's the head of the FBI. Like, what?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I kind of expected Trump to call them. Like, it did the presidential thing. I thought it was like the whole was like there was like kind of a weird quote about how he has to bring the women's team now too and all that. I thought that was kind of like,
they
I
said
don't
no.
know.
The
Oh yeah,
women the women's team said no. So,
I don't
um,
blame him, especially
yeah,
like yeah, I didn't like that part. Especially like the US women's team is absolutely nasty. Like they win everything. So yeah, no, I wasn't a huge fan of it, but I kind of expected the call. I just didn't think it was going to go that direction, I guess.
yeah. I mean, for you to, I don't know. I like a lot of other athletes in the world are really taking a stand on this guy out in the United States, and I don't know. That's pretty embarrassing to me to stand by a guy that's and he's on a list and he's on in some files and he's obviously not a
Don't
great
get me
guy.
going about
So
those. I'm too
yeah.
far into those. I'm deep into the
Oh
files.
God, I haven't. I'm trying to stay out of that to be honest. So
That's good.
not like my name in it, but like stay out of looking at it. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's ridiculous to accept that call. And one of the guys called him dad, and I
Really?
mean, yeah, I don't know which one it was. They were like, "Thanks, dad." Like it was probably one of the Kachucks because they're dumb. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I thought that was pretty bad look, and also U.S. fans, man. I think they're just rage baiting. Honestly, I think it is all just rage bait in the comments of all these posts. But I think Canadians are easily rage baited, and yeah, it's tough. I'm not a huge fan of American fans. I think they like if we won and we were like how America won, we might have been toxic too. But like I
Well,
think
that's what I was
yeah,
thinking is like, I don't know, after we won the Four Nations, like I think we took it with a lot more class. Like
yeah,
there was like, I don't know, some maybe edits and shit like that, but like I don't know, I never seen a post of
no, for
like did you
sure.
see the post on the Chuck's podcast with like the bridesmaids with the Canadian the
No,
one it's like I
I'm
never
not
seen
looking
I
at
don't
any of
know.
this shit, man. Like
Yeah, I think they're like it's yeah.
especially when like the deserve to win meter was like 80-20. Like if I feel like if we would have won on the 20 side, we would have been like how did we win this? Like shout out US, good game and stuff. But like and then there would have been some edits
Mhm.
of like oh we still own hockey and which now we don't. I mean it's over. Hockey Canada's got
Yeah.
some stuff to figure out. I mean we can say
Yeah.
whatever we want about whatever we want. I mean the World Juniors I mean, the women's they actually put up a good fight for how outmatched they were, and yeah, the Olympics. I mean,
Yeah.
tough.
I mean, no junior. no women's gold, no Olympic gold. And U.S. hockey, I mean, you got to give them a shout out with what they've done with the U.S. National Development Program over, I think, I can't remember when that got implemented, but the development of American hockey over the last 20 years has been amazing to see. Honestly, I love seeing the growth of the game, and I think this gold medal win is just going to help accelerate that even more, especially in maybe the areas that don't have as much hockey with the players that have won, like the Austin Matthews in Arizona. Um, yeah, so shout out USA hockey as a whole, but yeah, Canada, we got some work to do to regain
Rough
that
couple
title.
years for Canada in sports too. I mean,
Yeah,
Edmonton Stanley Cup Finals twice in a row losing. You have the Blue Jays losing a game seven and another game that they definitely should have won. Um, and then you go to the Olympics, and now the worst part is you got to wait 4 more years. And in 4 years, we're gonna get the roster, and we're gonna be upset about someone that's left off, whether it's Maddox Schultz or Landon
I
Dupont
don't
or
know.
whatever, right? But
Do you think that's the thing? I do you think Schultz will?
I don't know.
I don't know if he'll
I
be
was
on the
just throwing an
2030 squad.
example.
Yeah,
I
no, that
don't.
was just
I
something
really
I was
don't think he's
thinking
gonna be
about.
there, but maybe he's like unreal. I don't know.
Yeah, it was actually something I was thinking about the other because he'll get drafted in 28, so he'll kind of be in the same situation as Celebrini going into this Olympics. And
Yeah.
if he can put up like a really good solid rookie year, then above average sophomore year up to that point, I think he has a shot for sure.
Yeah.
But
It'll definitely be interesting.
going to kind of some of the point leaders awards and shit like that. Oh my God, I got a bubble in my stomach right now. Well, McDavid led the tournament points, 13 points, comes out with the MVP. I honestly, I got 2 points here. One, the MVP I don't think should ever go to the losing team. Like I think I personally thought Hellebuck should have got it. I don't know your thoughts on it. I think it was even when McDavid got that Conn Smythe when they lost. I just thought it was a little
Yeah.
bit odd. Um, and the other thing is Connor McDavid going to end up the greatest loser ever. I think so at this point.
Yeah.
Um,
I agree. I mean, oh, it's so. I feel so bad for him too because he laid it all on the line. Like of all the Canadian teams, he played with the most heart, and that was the one other issue with Team Canada is like I know they dominated that U.S. game, but some of those goals, like it almost feels like you have to will them in. You know what I mean? You have to, and obviously it's luck. It is luck. It's just it felt like the U.S. like when they had their chances, which they didn't have many. It was like we need to score on these chances, and they were playing for something. They were playing for that Johnny Gaudreau and for their country, and yeah, I don't know. I think I agree though. I don't think the losing team should ever get it, or losing team's player should ever get it. I think because I feel like it's like if I don't know. It's hard because he was so
I do think
dominant.
he was deserving of it for
No,
sure.
for
I just
sure.
think
Yeah,
it's a little awkward, you know.
yeah. What are you supposed to do?
But kind of going on to the greatest loser topic, like I mean, two Stanley Cups in a row now, lost in the gold medal game. I seen something. It said like in his four like big matchups, whether that was like the game seven in the Stanley Cup Finals, this Olympic gold,
I saw that.
and then I'm not sure if it would have been the two elimination games or something like that in the Stanley Cup Finals, like the game 5 and 6 that they lost to Florida, but
Yeah,
he has 0 points in those 4 games. So
his dash three too.
yeah, exactly. So he honestly, right now he's on the trajectory to be like kind of what Alex Ovechkin would have been if he didn't win that cup. You know what I mean? Like just even yeah, I guess Ovi doesn't have an Olympic gold either or anything. It's yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. He's got a not a large window, I would say, with Edmonton and Stanley Cups. Obviously, he'll have more chances with Team Canada. I think he'll be both on the 20, 30, and 34 roster. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. He's got to win something here.
Yeah, it's tough. He's not gonna win anything in Edmonton. Sorry, but
No,
I want him to. I want to see the cup back in Canada, but they got nothing.
not happening.
And maybe hopefully I'm
Unless
wrong. I mean hopefully, but I don't
I
see
just,
them.
yeah, I don't see it this year. Like, especially with how deep the West is, like how many better teams are in the West, it's going to be a dogfight. So,
Yeah. Um, yeah, a couple videos that will be coming out. We're gonna do a probably like a player report card maybe just for Team Canada. Every player will get a report card. We'll also do predictions for the next tournament team. Those will be coming out. We're not going to do them in this episode, obviously, just because there's a lot to cover. And how do you feel about the teams going back to the NHL now? Like,
Yeah.
how do you think they're going to do with their smaller break heading right into games pretty quick?
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting for some teams. I think Pittsburgh's going to be the biggest question mark now after this Olympic break. How long's Crosby going to be out? That's going to change kind of the whole trajectory of their franchise for the rest of this season. Yeah, Colorado, I'm not sure about anymore either. Like you see how McKinnon performed, and then yeah, Makar and Tays will still be there, obviously, they're doing their thing. But I think Colorado could possibly take a hit, and I think there's some teams that are going to continue to soar. Like I think Tampa Bay might be able to take a big jump now. Australian Point had all that time off, and obviously all the Russians did on that team too. Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting post Olympic break here.
Yeah, do you think McKinnon comes out and dominates, or do you think this is something that's going to be contagious, and you think he's going to keep gripping his stick too tight?
I don't know. I don't think it's going to be too contagious. I think still think he's going to be putting up good numbers, but I do he's got a little bit of an injury or a flu. I could see him missing some games post Olympic break here too. Just a day to day LTI or not LTIR, just kind of IR kind of situation for a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know
Fair.
to my stomach about that missed open net. I can't imagine what emotions he's going through right now. So
Yeah. Yeah. I do feel bad, but you gotta bury. I mean, it's I don't know. Do you think that was I know my brother was kind of saying this. He was saying how um Hellebuck was kind of just in his head, making all those nice saves, and do you think that was kind of the issue?
scored on him the whole game. I think he had a couple good shots, but yeah, then you get that wide open cage look and don't bury it makes it kind of tough.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely tough. Hard to see, but I don't know.
Mhm.
I liked all the memes that came out of him when nothing's in more danger right now than the stuffy that he got.
Oh
Nothing's
yeah.
ever been in more danger than that stuffy. Oh, it was so funny. When he grabbed it and looked at it, he's just like gonna give it to his dog to kill it.
He's gonna eat it himself.
Yeah, no kidding. Um,
What are your thoughts on Florida coming back off this Olympic break?
uh, I don't know. I think I'm kind of out. I think I'm out on Florida this year, especially without Barkov. Like obviously they can make a bounce back, but I don't know. I don't know if they have the horses to get there, especially with how strong their division is. But
Do you think that by the kind of the trade deadline, if they're not in a playoff push or if they don't plan to re-sign him this offseason?
sorry, could you say that again?
Do you think that if the coming up to the trade deadline, if Florida's not in a playoff push or a spot, that they think about trading Bobrovsky, especially if they don't think they're going to re-sign him this offseason?
No, I don't think so. I think
It
honestly
would
he
be
might.
tough.
Yeah, he's a franchise legend, and I mean they're still gonna have enough firepower to really uh, compete, even if he doesn't resign. But I think honestly Bobrovsky's a guy that's just gonna keep resigning 1 year deals, in that $4, $5, $6 million range, and just keep going until he wants to retire there. So
Yeah, because I think it would be tough to trade him too, because he's on a full no move
yeah,
clause.
and
So
it's isn't he at like 10.5 mil or something?
yeah, I think he's getting a bit decent bag.
Yeah. It's crazy. His career is a roller coaster. Hey, you remember how dominant he was? Like he's still
Dude,
really good, but like man, he was insane back then in Columbus and stuff.
yeah, I was actually looking at his elite prospects, and he he was like a Vesna finalist. I think he won one. And then it was like 7 years later, he was a Vesna finalist again. I'm just like, the guy's longevity is kind of insane.
Yeah. Well, what is he now? 37,
Yeah,
36. It's pretty crazy.
definitely will go down as one of the greatest goalies ever.
Definitely.
Top 15.
Yeah. He might squeak top 10, honestly.
Yeah, for real. Speaking of kind of where players rank and everything. I seen something after this gold medal game. Connor Hellebuck came in on this one list I seen at number 6 greatest Americans of all time, just ahead of Jonathan Quick for the greatest goalie. What are your thoughts on that?
Uh, I mean, I mean, I might give Quick the nod just from the cuffs, but maybe
Yeah,
that's
it's tough.
biased because I'm a Quick guy. But that's tough. That's crazy. Who else is behind him, if you can recall?
I could probably pull the list up here quick.
Because yeah, that's I mean 7. That's pretty crazy. I mean,
Because yeah, I mean, looking at it,
hmm,
the resume is closer. Like I personally would have had Quick, I think, as well. But when you look at like the side by side resume, I didn't realize Hellebuck has 3 Vezinas now.
yeah, true, and the MVP too.
Yeah, yeah, and the MVP now an
Yeah,
Olympic gold.
probably
Yeah,
right.
this
Yeah,
was the top 10. I'll just rip it off for you quick. So obviously went Showtime, Brett Hull, Chris Chelios, Brian Leach, Mike Modano, Connor Hellebuck, Jonathan Quick, Austin Matthews, Phil Housley, and Frank Brimzik.
interesting, interesting. Uh, I'm pretty surprised Matthews is that high already. I mean, I think he will be there. I don't know if I'd put him there right
Mhm.
now. I thought Modano was kind of low. Am I crazy for thinking that?
I thought so too at 5 a little
Yeah,
bit, but I
maybe
mean,
like at 4 or 3. I don't know.
I guess the 4 above them are pretty nails.
True, true. Yeah, I think Hellebuck, end of his career, I think he could be a top 5 American player for sure. Maybe even top 3. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, he deserves to be above Quick. I think now that I'm kind of thinking about it and remembering the 3 Vezinas, the MVP, the Olympic gold. I mean, his playoff stats are decent, except for in elimination games. But yeah, I think he deserves that for sure.
Mhm. Yeah, no, I think so too. Yeah, it's tough. I just maybe it is biased too because I do love Jonathan Quick so
Yeah,
much, but yeah, I think once Hellebuck and Matthews are done, I think they have a potential to cement themselves as in that top 5 all time for greatest American players ever.
I wanted to give a couple more shout outs to. I know I've kind of been ripping on them Canadian players, obviously over that loss. It's tough. You expect so much of these guys, just how good they are in the NHL. You just expect them to show up in international play, and some just don't have it. Guy that has it is Mitch Marner. What a
Yeah,
career change for this guy. I mean, you think about him in the playoffs, it was the biggest choker, all these narratives about how he couldn't even handle the puck. He looked scared, he looked nervous. Comes to the gold medal game, and I mean, he was a top 5 player on this Canadian team, top 10 in the tournament easily. I'm super impressed. The superstar that plays penalty kill, plays carried that second power play, can play second line on Canada's Olympic team. I mean, what an underrated superstar player in our league. I don't know. I think it's
yeah, I agree. He didn't get enough love, I don't think, on that Canadian team. Every time he stick handles with the puck, I don't know. I'm so scared he's gonna lose it, but he's got so much control under it,
yeah,
and yeah, it's great to see his career kind of taking that next step forward.
yeah. I don't know. That's all I got. That's the only guy I wanted to shout out actually. Bo
Yeah,
Horvat, I
fair.
guess. Bo Horvat, face-off guy, really impressed me this
Yeah.
tournament. I wasn't super high on him. We'll talk more about players. Another video will give a rundown of every player, but you can get both
Mhm.
of our thoughts and yeah,
Yeah, I think that's it for me for my Olympic news.
yeah. I think I'm good.
Yeah. Um, please let us know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Um, yeah, like, share, subscribe.
Yeah, I was gonna say like actually do this stuff because how cool would it be if some guys that you knew were like big time, you know? I was thinking about it. I was like, why not, you know? Because then it's like, oh, you could come on the show, you can come on trips with us, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like do the things and then you know, you might be rewarded.
Exactly. So, yeah, like, comment, subscribe. You know what to do. Till next time,
Get a glue.
get a glue.